Solve the absolute value equation. Remember that an absolute value has two answers, usually, and we need to check them for extraneous solutions. So the two answers are the positive of the absolute value and the negative of the absolute value. So the first one is the positive version. I am going to drop the absolute value signs and just copy the problem exactly the way it is. Now the second solution is the negative of that. So again, I'm going to drop the absolute value sign, but this time I am going to put in a negative sign, and then because signs matter, I'm going to go ahead and put this negative 6z in parentheses. So this negative sign is a brand new sign. It's not the one that's already up here. Okay, so I'm going to solve the positive side first. I need to subtract 3z from both sides to give me 1 equals negative 9z, and then I can divide by negative 9 to give me z equals negative 1/9. I'm going to come over here and solve the negative side. 3z plus 1 equals negative times a negative is a positive, so 6z, and subtract 3z to give me 1 equals 3z, and then divide by the 3, z equals 1/3. Now, because I had variables on both sides, I definitely need to check these answers. So to check them, I'm going to put them back in for z in the problem. So let's check my negative 1/9 first. I'm going to have to write kind of small. In fact, let me see if I can erase that. Yes. Okay. Absolute value of 3 times negative 1/9 plus 1, absolute value, equals negative 6 times negative 1/9. Okay. 3 times negative 1/9 is negative 1/3 plus 1, absolute value, equals positive 6/9. Reduced, that would be 2/3. And then absolute value, negative 1/3 plus 1 is 2/3. 2/3, so the 2/3 equals 2/3. That's correct. Okay, let me go ahead and erase that. Let's check the other answer. Okay. Absolute value of 3 times 1/3 plus 1 equals negative 6 times 1/3. Now, absolute value of 3 times 1/3 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, equals negative 2. And then there's a problem, because positive 2 can never equal negative 2. So that answer does not check. So the only correct answer is my negative 1/9. Remember, if you have variables on both sides of an absolute value equation, to check them for extraneous solutions.